Hi, this is the video presentation for my project entry into the Hackaday Prize 2016. Waffle. Waffle is an open source digital radio system. It has been designed with two main goals in mind. The first one is to use it as an amateur radio pager in emergency networks. During an emergency, the first message to go out is the most important. It may also be the hardest one to send. Landlines may be down, cell phone towers may be compromised, and operators seldom keep their handheld transceivers on 24/7. In normal operation, an amateur radio repeater retransmits a signal sent by handheld or mobile radio, thus expanding the range of those small transceivers. The idea is to use this type of UHF repeaters to broadcast a signal picked up by Waffle. In this example, the transmitter is another Waffle linked to a computer. The signal is sent from the computer to the Waffle, broadcast into the 433 MHz band, and is then picked up by this Waffle here, processed and displayed on the screen. The transmitter section may also be a dedicated system, working in standalone mode and be used only for the Waffles. The second idea is to use Waffle as a file transfer device. The radio module used inside the Waffles allows us to transmit as well as receive data whenever a reliable, long-range, low-bandwidth connection is required. For instance, to transfer a victims list, one Waffle can be plugged into a first computer, while a second one can be connected to another computer. Files can then be transferred between the two through the Waffles. This is still a work in progress as the main focus is set on the paging mode. Waffle consists of a main PCB containing the microcontroller, USB interface and a display. The radio module sits on top of it. Everything is encased in a 3D printed enclosure. This device was first intended for amateur radio emergency networks. However, anyone can monitor those bands, so this system can also be used as a general-purpose emergency prevention device for weather alerts, earthquake alerts, anything that can be useful for the general public. In order to turn Waffle into a fully operational device, there are three more goals to achieve. Include an autonomous power source. Right now, the only power available is through the micro USB connector. I'm planning on the next revision to add a lithium polymer battery inside the device. I also like to switch to a more powerful microcontroller. When managing both a display and a radio module, RAM gets a bit hard to come by on an ATmega 328, so I will probably switch to a 32-bit microcontroller in the near future. I'd also like to finish implementing the file transfer mode. Right now, the current aim is to keep the total bill of materials costs under 20 euros. Waffle is of course completely open source. Design files, including schematics, STL files, gerbers, and software files are available on the Hackaday's project page. Feel free to take a look. Thanks for watching.